Okay, so we are in a rental unit. Well, it's going to become a rental. It's a home of somebody that they're turning into a rental. And we're redoing the kitchen floor. It had the sticky tiles in it. But what we're laying down are these wood plank looking ceramic tile. And we're using the leveling system and clips from QEP. They're from Home Depot. I don't think I'm a big fan, but let's follow along while we use them. Let's go. As you can see, we already got a start on it. You can kind of see what we're doing here. These are the clips from QEP from your Home Depot. Let's lay some tile and you'll see how they kind of work. So before we get started, we've got to mix up some mortar. We are using this VersaBond. It's in gray. It is a thin set mortar, and I do think this is modified. Most of the time you find modified mortar for tile. There's a few applications where you need unmodified, like if you're using Ditra as an underlayment, but we're using this Hardy backer, which we've already have laid down. We put a bed of mortar underneath this. Like you see the little grid lines. These are 3 foot by 5 foot sheets. There is a bed of mortar underneath there. Those sheets are laid on. You can kind of see the screws. It's screwed down with Hardy backer screws. And then all the joints are taped off with a fiber tape with mortar, kind of like how you're doing drywall. But you can't use drywall fiberglass mesh tape because the chemicals in the mortar will eat away at that drywall tape and just cause it to break down. So you have to use a specialty fiber tape for this. But we're gonna lay some tile, but we gotta mix some mortar into that bucket. All right, so we mixed up the mortar. It's in the bucket down here, or mud, as people call it. But we're gonna let it rest for about 5 or 6 minutes, and then we're gonna stir it up again. So that's what's next. We're looking for like a peanut butter or thick pancake batter. All right, the type of tile we're putting down is this wood plank ceramic tile or porcelain tile. It measures about 6 inches by 24-ish. You'll want to get an exact measurement before you start, but what we're going to do in order for us to get our lines to make it look like hardwood flooring is we're going to cut this into thirds. So here's a full piece. The next size down will be about 16 inches, and then the smallest size will be about 8 inches, as you can see. So then if you pan over here real quick, you'll kind of get the idea. Small, medium, large. Okay, first things first, you want to layer some mortar on the floor using the straight edge of your 1/4-inch notch trowel. Don't press too hard. You want to leave a little bit of a thick bed here, okay? And give yourself enough. Don't work in too small of an area. But make sure that you fill all the little cavities. Don't leave any exposed floor. Make sure you fill it all. Like you said, just like this. As you can see, I have a nice, just smooth bed with a little bit of layer to it. And then what we're gonna do is come back with the notch part of the trowel, and we're gonna scrape it one direction and one direction only. So you're gonna go on like a 15-degree angle. You're not gonna go straight up and down. And you're not going to lay it down. You're going to kind of go on an angle and you're going to pull towards you. So you have nice straight lines. These high spots are called bridges, and we want to have nice bridges right here. Just go ahead and touch it up with the end of your trowel. And the reason for this straight, some people will show you to go crooked, make wavy lines. The object of this is when you lay your tile into this, on top of these bridges, when you smash it down and move it slightly, those bridges collapse, which give you about an 80% coverage of the tile. And obviously 100% would be the best, and this is how you get 100% coverage. What we're gonna do, because my next piece is a small one, we're gonna butter, they call it buttering the back of the tile. So we're gonna take the mud that we have, you could use your bucket if you want, and you're gonna put a little bit on there. Okay? Not too thick, not too thin. You just want to throw a layer on the back of the tile. That's called buttering the tile. Okay, so I laid my first tile. It's been buttered. I'm going to set it closely into place, not 100%, because I want to push down and slide it one direction into place. And the object is to break these bridges down, like smash them all down into one direction. So you want to leave it away from the wall on this particular piece, and then push down and push towards the wall. And that gives us almost 100% coverage on the back of the tile.